Hey guys, let's talk trial. Today I want to talk to you about something that has been on my mind basically since I first started trying cases, since the beginning of time as I knew it, I guess you could say. And it's something I've spoken about before on another video way back whenever I started the channel. And that is the idea or the requirement that we as trial lawyers must address our bad facts for trial. And it's basically the most fundamental principle of trial advocacy that I can think of. I can think of no more fundamental principle of trying cases to juries than let's address the bad facts. And it shouldn't need to be explained. It's the kind of thing where, sometimes I think about it, I talk about it, and then I wonder to myself whether it even needs to be discussed, whether it's such a basic concept that it needs to be spoken about. And unfortunately, the more I do this, the more I come to learn that it is in fact something that needs to be talked about. It is in fact something that, even though it's the most fundamental principle of trial advocacy, a lot of trial lawyers, or a lot of lawyers who are trying cases in front of juries, end up not grasping that concept. Or it's almost as if they grasped it when they started and then they forgot about it. As if, at first they're real careful about the bad facts and addressing them and things like that. And then now 10, 15 years later, they just kind of forgot all about it. And they go up there and try these cases and they don't tell the jury anything about the bad facts. And then the other side gets up there and tells the jury about all the bad facts, as you would expect. And then the jury is thinking, well, why didn't the other lawyer tell me about the bad facts? So now the facts that potentially could have been bad going into the trial now are twice as bad, because the jury, number one, knows about them, but number two, knows that you did not tell them about it. And it's going to think that you did not tell them about it because you did not want them to know about them. And the reason you did not want them to know about it is because they're bad facts for your case. And so I've been watching some trials now that are going on in Florida, down here in South Florida, and in North Florida. They're putting the trials on Zoom, so you could watch them pretty much from anywhere. And I can't help myself, I got to watch them. And I've been watching some of these trials, and I watched one not too long ago, and it was a case that was full of challenges, full of bad facts. It was a lot of things in that case that needed to be addressed and needed to be explained to the jury and needed to be done in a truthful, honest, and artful way. And it was not. In fact, none of it was mentioned to the jury until the other side got up and mentioned the bad facts to the jury. Obviously, that case did not go so well for the party not bringing forth the bad facts. And it just another example of, I guess, this topic needing some heavy revisiting, because the person trying the case, the guy trying the case, I mean, he must have been 50 years old. He's probably done this a few times. I don't know about how many times he's done it. I don't know the guy. I don't even know his name because it was hard to catch from the audio of the trial. But it looked like he'd done it a few times, and he just completely did not mention any of the bad facts. And I mean, none of the bad facts were addressed until the defense got up there and brought it out. And this was a plaintiff injury case that got tried. And so it's kind of crazy. The whole thing's kind of crazy. It is something that makes absolutely no sense when you think about it, because if you're not going to address the bad facts, let's say you're going to go try this case, and you're like, all right, I'm going to try this case. I have all these facts that need to be explained, that they're not good at first sight. They're just not good for my case. What is your strategy? I'm going to go in there and hope the jury doesn't know about them. I'm going to go in there and hope for the grace of God that the other side is just sleeping at the wheel and doesn't bring them out. And if that's the case, let's say that's what you're hoping for, right? Then you're going into a trial basically with the idea that you're already going to hide things from the jury, which is already a great start to any relationship, but definitely a fantastic start to a trial lawyer to a trial jury relationship. And not only that, but let's say that's your plan, right? What kind of plan could that be when the chances of success, I mean, they have to be pretty low. Even if you're trying cases against terrible trial lawyers, you got to expect that they're going to bring out some bad facts. They're going to bring out a good amount of bad facts. They're going to fight back, right? They're going to do something to try to win the case. And so what strategy is that, where you're prepping the case for trial and you're thinking, okay, cool, this is not happening. They're not bringing out any bad facts. And then I'm just going to lie to the jury and hide all these bad facts from the jury. And then by the time 3-4 days of trial is over, life's gonna be good, right? Like what strategy is that? When has that ever worked? I don't even know anybody that strategy has ever worked for. And if you do, please let me know. Please let me know in the comments if you know somebody that has actually tried a case that was full of bad facts. The strategy being, I'm going to go in there and not tell the jury about any of them. And then somehow at the end of the trial, that person was victorious and won the case. I would definitely love to hear about it. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video here. It's a little bit of a rant, a little bit of a tip, and a little bit of a reminder of things that we should all be doing, things that don't require any skill really whatsoever, because this is like step one. This is, okay, I have bad facts that I need to address. And things that if you don't address the bad facts, I can guarantee you pretty much you're going to lose more cases than you should. And I may even say you're going to lose a lot more cases than you should if you were doing the right thing. So anyway, guys, that's it for now. I will catch you again next time.